Unsealed court filings are giving us a new look at some of the DNA evidence collected in Idaho, where someone murdered 4 college students.
So Laura Aguirre spoke with a forensic expert who takes a look at what's been found and what this could mean for the suspect in the case.
I've thought about this for a long time.
Joseph Morgan is a professor of applied forensics at Jacksonville State University. He's been watching the case of Bryan Kohberger closely, the man charged with the murders of 4 Idaho college students in their off-campus house in November of 2022. Morgan is paying close attention to the DNA evidence listed in court filings, like a 3-person mixture of unknown DNA taken from one of the victim's fingernail clippings and bloodstains from unknown male sources. However,
They've got him with this, I think.
Morgan believes DNA taken off a bloody knife sheath is key to the case.
They would have had to have searched this microscopically very, very thoroughly. And when they came up with that hit, I'm sure that they were quite amazed.
Court filings show authorities used investigative genetic genealogy, or IgG, to connect that DNA to extended relatives of Bryan Kohberger, and that a swab from Kohberger himself was found to be a statistical match.
This is probably where the defense is going to make the most hay in this case. They're going to say that this is not accepted, that it's bad practice, those sorts of things. And
he's right. Defense lawyers are challenging the use accuracy and legality of the IgG methods used on open source databases, some that don't permit law enforcement use. The crime scene was demolished by the university in 2023.
The authorities there allowed them to tear down this house, which I think is a bad decision.
A judge entered not guilty pleas on Kohberger's behalf, and his trial is set for August. He faces the death penalty if convicted. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Kohberger's defense team is now questioning a lead detective on the case. It all focuses on 2 pieces of evidence. 1, blood found on a handrail in the house, and 2, blood found on a glove outside the home. Now, during a hearing back in January, the detective says that investigators didn't pursue any other suspects because they had already ID'd Kohberger as the suspect. The court transcript alludes to the defense believing another unknown male could have been involved in the crime instead of Kohberger.